welcome to this hypnotic meditation to help you stop waiting for a man or woman to choose you and instead choose yourself so you can enjoy a happier life, healthier self-esteem, and in time, a love that is true. This recording is best used with headphones. If you're struggling to let go of someone, or perhaps more accurately, your fantasy of them, and the old dreams you once held dear, I suggest listening to this daily for 14 days, and then as needed after that. In this session, I'm going to help you detach from the person who has been living in your head rent-free for far too long, and begin making better use of that real estate and mental energy. We're going to do that by reframing the way you view them and the way you experience your attachment to them. Then we're going to regift your personal power back to you so that you can create the reality you truly want. So let's go ahead and get started by getting nice and comfortable. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Breathe deeply into the belly, filling it fill up with air. Slowly, like a balloon filling, and then releasing slowly out of the mouth. Following the full length of each breath as you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out, and just relax wherever you're sitting or lying. Continue following the breath as you close your eyes if they are not already closed. And imagine yourself soaking in a lovely warm bath full of bubbles. Feel the warmth of the water caressing your body, easing away any tension, relaxing you, soothing you gently all over. You begin to feel heavy and comfortable, enjoying the luxury of having absolutely nothing to do but relax and let go. Feel the warmth and heaviness spreading up over your body, starting with your toes and your feet, gradually working its way up into your legs. Feel warmth flowing into your tummy as your abdomen rises and falls, and your breathing is calm and normal as you relax your chest. and your shoulders feel loose and limp. And so very, very relaxed. And go ahead and let the arms relax as the warmth and comfort flow down from your shoulders. And let go. Just enjoy this wonderful feeling. This is your time. This is your space. And as your neck and throat relax, so do all of your other little facial muscles. And the eyes are feeling heavier and heavier. And maybe through just a slight parting of your hooded lids, you can see a bubble in the bathtub. Just one particular bubble that reflects beautiful light and colors from the glint of the sun that streams in through a nearby window. The bubble contains all the colors of the rainbow, so much deeper in hue, so clear and pristine. And the wonderful mauves change into a beautiful sapphire blue. Can you see it? It's so beautiful. And in an instance to a brilliant shade of red, and then yellow, and gold, and emerald green, as you keep your mind focused on this ever-changing array of colors, I want you to imagine your bubble expanding, growing bigger and even more delicate than before as it grows bigger and bigger, wider and wider. And as you do, you notice the heaviness has gone, and you can imagine yourself leaving your body up through the crown of your head, floating up over the bath. See how big your bubble has gotten, how much it has grown and expanded. You are absolutely weightless now, just pure energy. And I wonder how you would like to enter the bubble. Feel yourself begin to float down and towards the bubble. Head first. And as your head reaches the bubble turns inside out, completely engulfing your body until you are surrounded by the flimsy, gossamer-like film of radiant colors. Floating back up and out of the room and into the clear blue sky above, lifting effortlessly higher and higher, not doing or thinking or feeling, just being in your beautiful bubble. And the higher you go, the more deeply, uncomfortably relaxed you become. You feel totally safe and protected within your bubble. It is such an amazing feeling to be so relaxed and feel so safe and secure. And it's almost perfect being here right now within your bubble. I'm going to be quiet for a few moments now to allow you to absorb the peace and beauty of this feeling of heightened awareness. And when you next hear my voice, it will seem to you as though it's coming from outside of your bubble. And your subconscious mind will be open and completely receptive to everything that is said to you while you are here. First, I want you to know that there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You have nothing to be ashamed about. The truth is, most of us have been right where you are, waiting for someone to wake up, to recognize our value, and to choose us. Many, many people have beat themselves up over and over again because they can't seem to move on from someone they know deep down doesn't deserve them. And they drive themselves crazy trying to figure out why they can't just let go. But another truth is, we often make our lives and healing processes more difficult simply because we haven't been taught many tricks of the mind and tools to help it adjust and cope effectively as well as quickly. It's all programming, conditioning, patterns of thoughts and behaviors that you have been imprisoned in within this experience. And so today we're going to go through a series of steps for reframing that will help you see your situation for what it really is and allow you to quit waiting to be chosen by the wrong one and instead empower you to choose yourself and become magnetic so that you can attract the right one. Another exciting truth is that this person, the one that you haven't been able to let go of, really isn't the main character your ego has been making them out to be. Your attachment isn't about them. It has never been about them. It has always been about you. And you might ask, why would your ego want to make them the center of your world? Why would your ego want to attach to something, someone that makes you feel bad? Well, it's important to remember your ego wants to keep you safe by any means necessary. It is very likely that no matter how unhealthy the relationship or connection has been. You've grown comfortable in the toxicity, and it now provides you with a false sense of security. The shelter of this unhealthy bond feels better to your ego than what comes with letting it go, which is having to face the unknown. Humans are geared towards indulging in irrational fears and unfounded fantasies of negative outcomes. And so your mind tries to convince you that it doesn't get any better than this, that you'll never have more than this, that you would be crazy to let this go. You better stay here because you know what's waiting for you out there. Actually, do you know what's waiting for you out there? In the dark unknown. That's the scary part, isn't it? Lucky for you, I know what awaits. And deep, deep down, so do you. Are you ready to find out? To face it for once and for all? The truth is, what awaits you is you. Not the you that's been making so many of your life's choices from the position of your hurt and scared inner child, from a place of powerlessness. Not the part of you that once thought being left behind by another person was the worst possible thing that could ever happen. But the real you, the higher version of you who knows abandonment of yourself, is the most significant, long-standing pain one can truly experience. The one clinging on to them, this person, and letting them rule your life and your mind, the one who waits to be chosen or seen or valued or respected or desired, that's not you. Not the real you. And from now on, it's very important you acknowledge this fact every single time you feel that desperate energy welling up inside of you. Because you are a descendant of the Most High. You are a descendant of royalty. You are a miracle walking. Just for you to be here today with me is a miracle. For me to be here with you is a miracle. It is simply impossible for the energy of desperation to originate within you when you are in your most regal and powerful form. And from now on, that's exactly where you will be. You find yourself from this moment forward completely turned off, disgusted even, by that energy of desperation as you align more and more with your true self. You realize when you are grounded in your faith, connected to your creator, to source, to your spirit team, everything becomes glaringly clear and very, very simple. And you feel totally loved and secure and not confused. Why would God, the universe, source, your creator, put you in the position to wait and wait and wait to be chosen by another human being, to be hurt and overlooked and abandoned and rejected and disrespected over and over and over again by the person that was supposed to be put in position to love you, to protect you, to found a family with you. Does that sound like the most powerful creator? I don't think so. And from this moment forward, neither do you. You see the truth clearly. And it is so uncomplicated. You know that that would not happen. And any other explanation or excuse that you give for your waiting and waiting and waiting to be chosen is just well-disguised fear. The definition of wait is to stay where one is or delay action until a particular time or until something else happens. So, by definition, nothing is happening now in the present moment that would keep you waiting. When it comes to your connection with this person, if you are waiting, it is dead. Which means you are technically not dependent upon anything this person is doing, as they are doing nothing. They are not contributing to your life in any meaningful way. And if that's the case, that is terrific news. Because it means that this is not an issue of current real life need or material reliance, and it is not something that they control. They are not the master to your puppet. There are no strings. It is rather an issue of misplaced emotional reliance. And I cannot overemphasize how important it is to stay present and grounded in the here and now as you do this work. And from this moment forward, you find it more and more easy to stay exactly where you are, to not drift back into the past or float into the future. And you realize the more you practice, you become more and more present as each day goes by, and therefore experience more and more peace. You live less and less in the past and find it much easier to be truly in the moment of your life, able to clearly see who contributes to your life's joy and who is simply irrelevant. You also find it much easier to appreciate and even become excited by the sheer truth of your reality, because you've made the realization that when you allow yourself to embrace the truth of your reality, you take back your power to co-create in real time. On the other hand, when you avoid or attempt to manipulate the truth, you see it does absolutely nothing for you but make you feel more miserable and powerless. And so you readily acknowledge and accept the truth that because this person is doing little to nothing to validate their position in your head or your heart, at this time. There can be nothing of true substance that you're clinging on to in this moment. Maybe there was something in the past. Maybe there were plans for the future. But at this moment, there is nothing but waiting and longing, frustration, anger, fear, resentment. And while you wait, while you long for things to be different, while you resent them for not showing up, your precious time continues to pass you by. You continue to age and exist in a connection where you only give but do not receive, where you cannot grow and where you cannot experience true, fulfilling, deep love. And meanwhile, they continue to benefit. Not only egotistically because you are stuck on them and that makes them feel good, I'm sure, but spiritually as you continue to pour your precious energy into empowering them and disempowering yourself. And you just feel sick at the thought of that now. Totally disgusted. Because you now see how vampiristic this connection has become. How you once felt so full of life and light, and now you feel empty. While they just reap the benefits of your love and keep you stuck. While they continue to take up space that they do not deserve in your life. They have done nothing to deserve that space. I wonder if you've ever taken the time to consider that maybe what you long for is not them at all. Maybe what you've been yearning to have back is the power that you gave to them. You just associated with them because you can clearly see and feel that they have something that once belonged to you and you struggle to get it back. Well, you did until now. You may also believe it's the only way to avoid feeling rejected or resentful or all of the above is to continue giving your energy to this person. But I've got good news for you. It actually is not. And before we get into the how of getting back your magic without having to go back for more heartache, I want you to test this theory so you know for yourself if it's true. The theory again is that you don't want him. You do not want her. You want your power back. And you will know this is true by thinking of the man or woman that you have been waiting for as the person that you are today. So as the woman that you are today, I want you to ask yourself, do I genuinely like this person? And do I genuinely want them? for everything they are today as is. This person is not your project. They are not there for you to fix. So as they are today, would you want them? Do you want them as is? With all they've done and everything they've shown to you about who they are, their character, their values. If there was no history between you and they walked up to you on the street with a projector behind them that gave a glimpse, a 15 to 30-second sneak peek at what was to come, what was really inside of this person, would this be the kind of man or woman you would choose? Enough about them choosing you. Would you choose them? If there was no history, I'm going to be quiet for a bit and allow you to really walk through this exercise. See the person you've been struggling to let go of with fresh, naive eyes that are untainted by the past, untainted by built up emotion. If this person walked up to you today as a total stranger on the street to spark a conversation, but there was a projector behind them that allowed you to see the type of person they truly are most of the time, would you give them the time of day? Would they have your number? Would they know your name? Would you allow them into your life? If the answer is no, that's great, because that means it's clear that you don't truly want them. It's not them that you've been waiting for. It is possible you've been longing for an old version of them for so long that you just don't know what else to do. Your mind has become so accustomed to this longing that it just defaults to that. That does not mean that you still want this person today. You might have been longing for a version of them that once existed. Regardless, the fact is that version is no longer there. The past no longer exists except in your mind. And to stay stuck there is to miss out on life. The one constant in life is change, and people are always changing. Often for the better, sometimes for the worse. Sometimes people change in ways that might feel like the worst for us, but it's truly the best for them. Sometimes people need to change in ways that do not benefit us, but serve the betterment of the collective, serve the betterment of their family, their social group, their purpose in life. Their karma. It It is also possible that you have been grieving old dreams and fantasies that this person may or may not have helped to cultivate with you. And though it is very difficult and painful to let go of dreams that didn't come true, sometimes we hold on tightly to things out of habit, dreams out of habit, because we haven't taken the time to evaluate the person that we've become today and ask, is this dream still valid? Do I still want these things as the woman that I am today? If you did the projector exercise, for example, and came to the conclusion you would not want this person to enter your life as a new connection, if you knew what was coming down the line, those old dreams and visions are no longer valid either. Because you wouldn't want to waste precious time and energy with someone who would not be able to see your value and treat you with love and respect. When there is another person out there that Spirit, God, has for you, who will, without you having to wait, without you having to beg, without you having to overgive, without you having to betray yourself. And if you find yourself struggling to see you free from resentment over the time that has been lost and the heartache that you endured at the hands of this person, I urge you to think about it like this. Regardless of whether you spent 6 months or 20 years pining over this person, you were exactly where you needed to be. Because if you were not meant to be there, you would not have been there. The lessons would have been learned a long time ago and you would have moved forward. You learned critical lessons that your higher self needed you to learn in preparation for a new journey that you are embarking on at this moment. The past is the past and there ain't no future in it. So there's no use in wasting even more time wishing things weren't the way they are. And you are now coming to see and feel just how energy draining it is wishing things weren't as they already are. Clinging to people and ideas that don't exist. Holding on to thinking patterns that don't serve you or nurture your growth as a woman. So let's get that power back. After so many months or years of telling yourself that you want and need this person to recognize your value, to choose you, after so many days and nights of negative self-talk around your relationship and trying to figure out how to prove to them how worthy you are of their love and devotion, it will take time to rewire your brain to think accurately and healthfully for yourself. This is not because your feelings for them are true and strong, but because your conditioning for them is true and strong. It is very important you continue to make that distinction. And whenever you start to sense that desperate energy coming over you, you remind yourself of that distinction over and over again. It is not them, this is my conditioning. It is not them, this is my programming. It is not them, this is the way I have become used to thinking in this circumstance. And now I am correcting a bad habit, and that takes time. And that's okay. I'm going to be compassionate with myself, but also firm. as I carve a new pathway for my mind to think and experience this connection, or lack thereof. You are, in this case, detaching from your holding pattern, from your waiting pattern, not them. This has nothing to do with them. They hold so little weight in your day-to-day life, realistically. And you can clearly see this now. Other than the past, what attachment do you truly have to them today? None. So stop giving them power. It's difficult to change a thinking pattern, but it's not impossible, especially when you are aware that it exists and that it is not some flaw within yourself. And this awareness you now have. And as we wrap up, I want you to take a moment to envision your dream self, the woman you long to be. See her now in your mind's eye. The healthiest, happiest, most fulfilled version of you. How does she look? How does she dress? What is her body language like? How does she move through the world? What kind of experiences does this woman have? What does her daily life look like? And more importantly, what does it feel like? What kind of partner does she need? To be at her absolute best? What kind of person is going to come along and bring out the best in you? Or at least allow her to thrive and not be hidden? What kind of relationship will support you in this way? Take a moment to visualize yourself at your best, and then imagine the kind of love you will enjoy in your life as your dream version, as your highest version of self. You may find that qualities you once were drawn to no longer matter, while traits you didn't really give much thought to, you place much more emphasis on. Now repeat after me in your mind's eye. I have everything I need right here, right now. I am free from all attachments, especially toxic ones. And now that I'm free, I have instantly become more visible, more available, more magnetic for my true love and partner. The one that Spirit has set aside specially for me. And I cannot wait to meet them. I welcome them in with open arms, mind, and heart. I have everything I need right here, right now. I am free from all attachments. And now that I'm free, I have instantly become more visible, more available, more magnetic for my true love and partner. The one that Spirit has set aside specially for me. And I cannot wait to meet them. I welcome them in with open arms, mind, and heart. We're going to do this one more time, and I expect you to say it like you mean it. This is the emotion. This is the energy you have to bring forth in order for you to attract what you want. You have to mean it. I don't want any weak expressions. You owe it to yourself to go as hard for yourself as you went for them. Now repeat after me. I have everything I need right here, right now. I am free from all attachments. And now that I am free, I have instantly become more visible, more available, more magnetic for my true love and partner. The one that Spirit has set aside specially for me. And I cannot wait to meet this fine, loving, amazing, all of the above. Insert all the adjectives that you want right now. Just spit them out. Boom, 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 boom. This man or woman, I cannot wait to meet them. I welcome them in with open arms, mind, and heart. And it is done. So it was, so it shall be. You now accept your lack of attraction and desire for that old person. They don't even matter anymore. You once waited, and you waited, and that energy has been removed. You let them go and you move forward into this exciting new chapter of your life where you get everything you want and deserve for having put in this work. You are doing the work. Therefore, you are becoming more deserving of exactly what you want. For obeying Spirit, you will reap amazing rewards. For surrendering control, you will be blessed. And you are filled with excitement just thinking of how much you have to look forward to. And you are so, so very proud of yourself. And I am so, so proud of you. And these suggestions are firmly embedded in your subconscious mind and grow stronger and stronger day by day. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And at the count of 5, you'll be wide awake, ready to live out this amazing new journey. 1, 2, becoming aware of your personal space here in the room. 3, feeling the weight of your body on the surface beneath you. 4, wiggling your fingers and toes. 5, eyes opening nice and wide. Welcome back. Congratulations. You have completed your healing session.